Hey guys, welcome to the channel or welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the things you need to know before you move to Los Angeles. And most of them are mindset things, you know? Like our mindset gets in the way of us progressing a lot of times, and moving to Los Angeles can be pretty aggressive. There's things like the cost of living, traffic. There's a ton of different things that you need to wrap your brain around and understand. And once you do that, it's gonna make the move so much more smoother and so much more pleasurable. So don't move to LA without watching this video, and we're gonna get into it right after this. If it's your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living in sunny Southern California, then do me a favor, tap the bell for notifications, hit that subscribe button to be the first to learn about everything happening in Southern California in the city of Los Angeles. Guys, my name is Will. The team and I, we get calls, texts, and emails to this number right down here from viewers just like you, looking to buy, sell, invest in Southern California, and we absolutely love it. So it could be 9 days, 9 months, however long it takes. Like, we want to help you out. So we are, well, myself, I am the person that answers the calls, texts, emails. So reach out on the number below, and I would love to help you guys out. So as I was mentioning, moving to Los Angeles, guys, beautiful city, great city. It's massive, but it can be pretty aggressive depending on where you're moving from, your mindset. There's a whole bunch of factors, but I'm gonna get into it in this video, just kind of tell you some of the things you need to know before you move to Southern California. Some of our mindset, but they're going to help you make the smooth move or make the move more pleasurable, okay? So the first thing that I want to talk about, because again, like I said, guys, I moved to Los Angeles. And when I actually moved here, I moved from Omaha, Nebraska the first time. And then I moved again later, but I moved from Atlanta. But that first move was pretty aggressive. I was going from Omaha, Nebraska to Southern California. Huge move, right? So when I moved to Southern California, I was doing the one thing that I want you guys not to do. I was comparing the home prices there versus the home prices here, what I could get there versus what I could get here, right? So again, I'm moving from Omaha, Nebraska, where it's snowing, right? We have all 4 seasons. There's a lot of rain, there's tornadoes, there's wind. Like, oh my God, like the weather shifts drastically and dramatically. I mean, the place I was working, there were storm shutters in the building, right? Because at any time, a tornado could basically pop up, right? You don't have that in Southern California, okay? The weather, like, I don't even think about the weather here. And you pay for that, right? So when I moved here, I had, the first time I moved here back in 2009, I had a $400,000 budget, okay? 400,000 to me, coming from Omaha, Nebraska, via New Orleans, Louisiana, like 400,000, I thought I was gonna be doing big things. So when I moved here, I had this $400,000 budget in my head. I moved to a city called Pasadena, amazing city. We have the Rose Bowl. You guys know all about Pasadena. But I moved to Pasadena, $400,000 budget. I wasn't a real estate agent at the time. I am a real estate agent now, shameless plug, but I wasn't a real estate agent at the time, and I hired a real estate agent. I told this guy I had a $400,000 budget. Again, I knew nothing. I didn't have the benefit of watching a video like this, so I was expecting these massive houses. The guy was sending me shacks. I ended up firing that guy, okay? And it's because I compared. So what did I do? I ended up renting probably for another 6 months until I understood what the market was, and I ended up buying a condo for $400,000, and that kind of started my process, right? So again, this first rule is literally don't compare. If you start to compare, you'll end up possibly renting or somewhere where you don't belong, and you might get stuck there. You can't compare anywhere to Southern California, okay? So don't compare, that's number one. Number two, don't wait, right? Like, you cannot time the market. You cannot time the market. okay? I don't care who tells you what, you cannot time the market. There's people that have been waiting for the market to crash for the last 4 or 5 years, and guess what they're doing? Still waiting. You can't time the market. Also, you can't outsave the market, at least the market in Southern California. And what I mean by that, let's say that you have $20,000 saved up for a down payment. Well, you want to save another 10. The first question I ask is, how long did it take you to save that 20,000 or the last 10? And if they tell me 5 or 6 years, I said, you know what? It's not worth it. Because look back. So look at what happened to the market over the last 2 or 3 years. I've seen situations where my clients' homes have almost doubled in value in the last 5 or 6 years. And here you are trying to save another $10,000. And guess what? You missed out on 400,000 or 500,000 in appreciation. So the math just doesn't math. It just doesn't make sense. So you cannot outsave this market, okay? So you want to get creative. So we want to look at some type of maybe down payment assistance programs. We want to look at maybe using our 401k. There's many other ways that we can help you save or get a down payment, or negotiation tactics that me and my team can explore to help you get into that home sooner than later, so you can take advantage of what we get here in Southern California, and that is appreciation, okay? So that's number 2. Number 3, guys, don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged when you cannot buy your dream home on the first go round, okay? I have sold many homes to people that just really needed to get into something, get comfortable, and be able to take part in the market. Last year I sold a house for $1 million. Guess how much this guy bought the house for? $250,000. Was it his dream home at the time? No, it wasn't. But he got into the market. And that's literally what you have to do here. You have to get into the market, right? So maybe it's not LA, maybe there's some outskirts, right? Maybe you need to buy there and then come back to LA, because guess what's gonna happen? One, typically this happens. Your home is going to appreciate, right? That's what we've seen in this market. The homes appreciate, but also if you're working in the workforce, right? You're going to get promotions a lot of times. You're going to get cost of living increases. Your income is going to increase. So your standard of living will increase over time. You just need to be in some place and earning equity, right? And paying yourself versus renting, okay? Here's another thing. People talk about, the market's going to crash. And I say, okay, well, let's look at the math, right? So what happens if the market goes down 5%, right? Maybe that's 30 or 40,000. And I say, well, your rent's $4,000 a month, right? So you're almost at $50,000 you're paying in rent. Make it make sense. So again, these are mindset things that will help you make the smooth move to Southern California, okay? And so the 4th thing, we're gonna end with this 4th one. Don't overlook the suburbs. Yes, Southern California has amazing beaches. Yes, the city of Los Angeles is great. You can get from the beaches to the mountains. Like, there's just a lot to enjoy. There's a lot of theme parks. So there's a lot that Los Angeles has to offer. But we also have some really great suburbs. And what I've found in the suburbs is there's a lot of new construction in the suburbs, and you can get that dream home that maybe you wanted that, you can't get in Los Angeles, right? So maybe the home you want in Los Angeles is $1 million, $1.2 million, $1.3 million. You can probably get that same home for $700,000 or $800,000 if you look at the suburbs. So look at cities like Chino Hills, Rancho Cucamonga, Fontana, like Eastvale. There are some great, or you can even go to the valley if you want to go north, but there are some really great cities out there. So don't get stuck on just Los Angeles. There's a lot of different options, and my team and I, we can help you figure out, based on your lifestyle, based on your commute to work, based on the activities you and your family like to do and like to get into, we can help you find the perfect place. So these 4 things, guys, if you wrap your brain around these things, I think it will help you make the move less aggressive and more enjoyable. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Check out some of the videos. I feature a ton of the suburbs, some of the new construction, and some of my other videos. So feel free to reach out, but I appreciate you guys tuning in and look forward to catching you on the next video.